All right, Emma. So today we're diving into something I know a lot of people think they know, but they're probably doing it completely wrong. We're talking about hidden gold mines in affiliate marketing.
Oh, intriguing, James. Hidden gold mines, eh? Sounds like a treasure hunt. What are we digging up this time? Because, usually when people say hidden gold mines, it's like a trick.
No, no trick at all. It's about leveraging these incredibly engaged, sometimes fiercely protective online communities. Think niche forums, think subreddits, places where your target audience, they're already hanging out, asking questions, seeking solutions, and most affiliates, they just don't know how to approach them properly.
Right, okay. I'm already picturing the usual approach. Someone swooping in, dropping a blatant affiliate link, and getting instantly, banned or flamed into oblivion. Is that what we're trying to avoid here then?
Absolutely, precisely that. That's amateur hour, Emma. We're talking about a completely different philosophy. It's not about spamming, it's about integration, providing genuine value first, building trust. It's alchemy, really, turning attention into affiliate income, but with a touch of finesse.
Finesse. Got it. So we're not just showing up to a party with a billboard. We're actually trying to, have a conversation. I'm listening. Tell me more about this different philosophy, because I'm genuinely curious how you even begin to approach these places without looking like the total shill.
Right, so the fundamental mindset shift, yeah? Most people, they see a forum or a subreddit and they think, a pool of potential clicks. And that's where they go wrong, immediately. These aren't just static audiences. They're living, breathing communities with their own rules, their own culture, their own inside jokes sometimes. You wouldn't walk into someone's home and just start selling them stuff, would you? It's rude.
No, definitely not. Unless you're like a vacuum cleaner salesman from the 70s, maybe. But I get your point. So it's about respecting the space, essentially, not just seeing users as conversion opportunities.
Exactly. It's about being a contributor first. Before you even think about an affiliate link, you need to understand the community's needs, their pain points, what kind of conversations they're having. Spend time just observing, reading, learning the ropes, like lurk before you leap, as they say. If you can answer questions, provide genuine, helpful advice, share resources, that's step one, always. People, they're not stupid, Emma. They can sniff out a marketer a mile off if you're not authentic.
Okay, so it's a long game then, not a quick hit. You're saying don't even think about pushing anything until you've established yourself as a genuine, helpful member. That makes sense, but it also sounds like it takes, a fair bit of time and effort.
It does take effort, yes, but the payoff is absolutely tremendous because you're building deep trust. And that trust, it translates into far higher conversion rates than any cold traffic campaign because you've become a trusted voice. You're not just some random link pusher.
All right, I'm on board with the value-first mindset. But how do you even find these gold mines? I mean, niche forums and subreddits sounds great, but where do you start looking? There are millions of forums, probably millions of subreddits, right? How do you know which ones are active and, receptive?
That's a cracking question, Emma. Really crucial. So first, you need to be absolutely crystal clear on your own niche and your target audience. Who are they? What are their specific problems? Once you know that, you start hunting. Google is your friend, obviously. Use search queries like best your niche forums or your niche community or subreddits for problem/hobby. But don't just stop there.
Okay, so if I'm in the eco-friendly gardening niche, I'd search for organic gardening forums or sustainable living subreddits, that kind of thing.
Precisely. And then, when you find them, don't just join. You need to assess them. Look at the activity levels. How recent are the posts? How many replies do they get? Is there a good moderator presence? Is the tone generally positive and helpful? Or is it just a cesspool of arguments? A dead forum is, well, it's useless, obviously, and a toxic one is even worse. You're looking for vibrant, engaged communities that, importantly, have active discussions around the problems your affiliate products solve.
Got it. So active, moderated, relevant, and not just like people yelling at each other. That narrows it down a lot, actually. I guess it's a bit like prospecting for actual gold. You're looking for the right kind of soil.
Spot on. And look for communities that perhaps don't overtly allow promotions, because those are often the ones where if you contribute authentically, your subtle recommendations will carry far more weight. So, you've found your perfect niche forum, Emma. You've lurked, you've understood the vibe. Now it's all about providing value, yeah? This is where the alchemy truly happens. Start by answering questions. Look for threads where people are genuinely asking for advice, struggling with a problem your niche addresses. Share your expertise, your insights. Link to high-quality, non-affiliate resources if they're relevant, like a helpful article or a YouTube tutorial. The goal is to become that person everyone looks to for reliable information.
Right, so you're becoming a resource, not a salesperson. But, how much time are we talking about here? Days, weeks, months of just, being helpful before you even think about anything remotely promotional?
It varies, but I'd say at least a few weeks, definitely. And honestly, it should be an ongoing process. You're building a reputation. Think about it. If someone consistently provides great advice, helps others, and isn't pushing anything, when they do eventually recommend something, people are naturally going to listen. It builds social capital. You want to be the person who makes people go, "Oh, James mentioned it, it must be good," rather than, "Oh, James is just trying to sell me something again."
That makes a lot of sense. So, actively participate in discussions, offer solutions, maybe even start your own helpful threads if appropriate. Like, hey, here's a quick tip I found for X problem, without any links, just pure, unadulterated value.
Exactly. Share case studies, share experiences, offer unique perspectives. The more you give, the more you establish yourself as an authority. And that authority, well, that's what makes the subtle affiliate strategy work down the line. It's the foundation.
Okay, so we've been helpful, we've built some trust. Now, the moment of truth. How do you actually, subtly introduce an affiliate link without, immediately triggering everyone's spam detectors? Is there a magic phrase or something?
No magic phrase, Emma, just genuine recommendation. The key is context. Only recommend products that genuinely solve a problem that someone in the community has expressed. For example, if someone's asking, "What's the best eco-friendly pest control for aphids on my tomatoes?" and you know a fantastic, well-reviewed product, that's your cue. You'd say something like, "I've had a lot of success with product name. It's a bit pricey, but it genuinely cleared up my aphid problem without harming my ladybugs. Here's where I picked it up, if you're interested." And then, and this is crucial, you disclose.
Ah, disclosure. So you're not just, dropping the link and running. You're being upfront about it, even in these casual settings.
Absolutely. Transparency is paramount, especially in these communities. A simple, "Full disclosure, that's an affiliate link, but I genuinely use and recommend it," or "Just so you know, I get a small commission if you buy through that link, but my recommendation stands," that's usually sufficient. Most communities, if they're reasonable, respect honesty. What they despise is deception. If you've built up trust, that disclosure actually reinforces your authenticity.
That's actually really clever. It disarms potential skepticism, and if you've already been helpful, they're more likely to trust that your recommendation is, genuine, and not just for the commission. So the link comes naturally, as part of a helpful response, and with a clear disclosure.
Exactly. It's about being helpful, honest, and allowing your established credibility to do the heavy lifting. Right, so once you've mastered the basics, the value-first engagement, the subtle ethical recommendations, you can start looking at more advanced strategies within these communities. One really powerful one is proposing an Ask Me Anything session, an AMA. If you've established yourself as an expert, you could offer to host one on a specific topic that relates to your niche and, naturally, your affiliate products.
Oh, that's interesting. So instead of just responding to questions, you're inviting them to ask you questions. That's a big step up in establishing authority. But wouldn't that, feel too promotional?
Not if it's done right. The key is to genuinely answer questions, provide deep insights, and not just funnel everything to a product. If you're generous with your knowledge, people will appreciate it. And naturally, some of the solutions you offer might involve products or services you're an affiliate for. You can weave those in where genuinely helpful, with your usual disclosure. Another thing is community-driven content. You could even propose writing a helpful guide or a detailed post based on common questions you've seen in the forum and include your recommendations within that.
So you're basically creating evergreen content within the community, using their own expressed needs as your guide. That's super smart. And if it's genuinely helpful, the mods might even pin it or highlight it, giving it even more visibility.
Precisely. And you could also look at collaborations. Maybe there's another trusted member who's an expert in a complementary area. You could team up for a joint AMA or a collaborative guide. The goal is always to provide massive value to the community, and the affiliate income, well, that's a natural byproduct of your generosity and expertise.
This all sounds great, James, but it also sounds very hands-on, very time-intensive. How do you scale this? Or can you even automate parts of it without losing that personal, trustworthy touch?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? And the short answer is you can't fully automate the personal touch because that's the core of it. But you can scale your impact and efficiency. First, once you've built up your reputation in one community, you can replicate the process in other, similar forums or subreddits. You've already got the blueprint, the successful approach down pat.
So you're saying, once you've cracked one niche community, you can apply those learned strategies to others without having to start from absolute zero every single time?
Exactly. And for efficiency, you can maintain a resource library of your most helpful answers, common questions, and relevant affiliate product recommendations. Not for copy-pasting, mind you, but as a quick reference. So, when you see a familiar question pop up, you've got your well-thought-out, value-driven answer ready to be slightly tweaked and personalized for that specific interaction. You're not reinventing the wheel every time. Also, you could delegate some of the initial lurking and learning to a trained virtual assistant, but never the direct engagement or recommendation part. That always has to be you or someone who truly embodies your brand's trust.
Okay, so it's more about scaling your knowledge and presence intelligently rather than outright automating the human element. That makes sense because, like you said, the trust is key. So systematizing your approach maybe, but not losing the personal touch.
Precisely. It's ethical scaling. Building a robust system around genuine interaction, not replacing it. Now, Emma, whilst this is a powerful strategy, there are definitely some pitfalls, and avoiding these is just as crucial as implementing the good bits. The biggest one, obviously, is spamming. Don't be that guy. Seriously, just don't. Blatant link dropping, overly promotional language, not providing value, you'll get banned faster than you can say affiliate commission, and your reputation will be, well, it'll be ruined.
Right, so don't forget everything you just told me about being a valued member. That seems pretty obvious, but I guess it's easy to get tempted once you see a potential opening, right?
Absolutely. Temptation is a killer here. Another big pitfall is ignoring community rules. Each forum, each subreddit, it's got its own guidelines. Read them, understand them, adhere to them. If they have a specific section for promotions, use that, but sparingly and appropriately. If they forbid external links, then your strategy shifts to building your reputation there and perhaps driving traffic to your own content hub where you can use affiliate links. It's about adapting.
Oh, that's a good point. So you're not just applying a blanket strategy, you're tailoring it to each community's specific guidelines. what about becoming too argumentative or defensive if someone challenges your recommendations?
Excellent point. Avoid confrontation. If someone questions your recommendation, engage politely, explain your reasoning, but don't get into a flame war. Your goal is to be seen as helpful and authoritative, not argumentative. And never, ever misrepresent a product or make false claims. Honesty, integrity, those are your best assets in these communities. Break that trust and you've got nothing.
Okay, so we're avoiding pitfalls, we're being ethical. What does all this effort actually build in the long run, beyond just like individual sales? Is this strategy building a sustainable asset for an affiliate marketer?
Absolutely, Emma. It's building incredibly powerful long-term assets. First, you're building a network of warm leads. These are people who know you, trust you, and are receptive to your recommendations. That's far more valuable than cold traffic. Second, you're establishing your personal brand and expertise within a specific niche. This goes beyond just being an affiliate. You become an authority. People will seek you out, they'll follow you to your other platforms. That's invaluable.
So it's not just about the affiliate commission from one link, it's about like building a reputation that funnels into all your other efforts. Like they might check out your website or your social media where you have other affiliate opportunities.
Precisely. And third, you're gaining invaluable market research. By actively engaging in these communities, you're constantly hearing directly from your target audience about their evolving needs, their new pain points, the language they use. This intel is gold. It informs your content strategy, your product selection, even future product development if you ever go down that route. It's a feedback loop that helps you stay relevant and truly serve your audience. You're building an audience that's loyal and engaged.
Wow, so it's like a perpetual motion machine of trust, expertise, and market insight. That makes total sense. It sounds like a lot more robust than just like running ads.
Infinitely more robust, Emma. It's about genuine connection, and that's always sustainable. So, to wrap this up, Emma, the takeaway for our listeners today is really about seeing these niche forums and subreddits not as just another place to drop a link. See them as vibrant communities where you can genuinely connect with your ideal audience. It's a long game, yeah, but the rewards are far greater, far more sustainable, and far more satisfying than any quick-hit tactic.
I completely agree, James. It's definitely shifted my perspective on like how these communities can be leveraged ethically. It's less about the hack and more about the heart, becoming a valuable member first, building that credibility. It makes perfect sense why traditional spamming just like totally fails.
Exactly. So, for anyone listening, your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to identify one niche community today. Just one. Spend a week lurking, observe, learn the culture, identify a common problem, and then, and only then, think about how you can contribute genuine value without any expectation of immediate return. Just start building that goodwill.
Yeah, I love that challenge. Just dip your toes in, understand the landscape. Don't go in all guns blazing. And I guess remember the disclosure part too when you do eventually get to that stage, right?
Absolutely. Always transparent, always ethical. That's the true alchemy, isn't it? Turning genuine connection into sustainable growth. It's powerful stuff.
It really is. Well, that was incredibly insightful, James. Thanks for unearthing another one of those unconventional growth hacks for us.
My pleasure, Emma. Always a pleasure sharing these little